Welcome! This video is about the surprising cost of what I paid for my first child in Miami, Florida, USA during the global pandemic. You'll want to stay to the end because I'm going to give you a breakdown of every expense I paid up until today's date. That's important. Put a pin in that. If this sounds interesting to you, subscribe and keep watching. I may have other videos that interest you. I'm giving you my costs based on my experience. This is my first baby. You may experience something totally different, and I bet you have. So comment below and tell us in the comments because I'm sure other people would find it interesting. I'm definitely interested. Every baby is different, and in the US, it seems like every delivery costs something different too. Hi, my name is Vivian, and I'm a businesswoman who gets to be a mom. My daughter's name is Ravani Ocean. She came into my life by C-section at 38 weeks and 3 days. And being her mom is teaching me a lot. I hope what I've learned is helpful to you. Yes, I gave birth by C-section, and up until today's date, it's cost me about $200. I was shocked. And right now, I'm just waiting for the other shoe to drop. I'm like most working people in America who have to have a medical procedure. You become obsessed Googling and looking and trying to find out how much it's going to cost. About a year ago, I had a fibroid that grew to a huge size that had to be removed. I'm not a doctor or anything, but the name of my procedure to have the fibroid removed is called a myomectomy. You can Google it. It's basically a C-section without the baby. At the time, I had insurance, and the procedure to remove my fibroid cost about $8,000. I'm talking out of pocket, $8,000. I'm talking walk into the hospital the day of my surgery and they sat me down and charged my card. Before I was let into the waiting room. My medical insurance was just about $400 every month. So we're talking about $5,000 for the year. Plus that $8,000. 1 year later, when I was planning for parenthood, I was Googling my ass off trying to figure out how much it was going to cost for me to have a child. I assumed it would be somewhere at least close to $8,000, but boy am I wrong. First, days before my delivery, I had to have a coronavirus test because, 2020. We had to come up negative. If I or my husband came up positive, things were going to change big time. We had to come up negative, otherwise I'd have to change my birthing plan and I'd have to be prepared for quarantine and I wouldn't be able to see the baby. I thought that I would have to pay for it. And we went ahead and went to the delivery hospital to go and have the test. And you know what? No fee. My coronavirus test came back negative. So on my delivery day, I showed up to the hospital and I thought I'd have to have my card ready. But when I went to offer it, they said that they had everything they needed. And they didn't even need a test result for my husband. But they checked his temperature, and since his temperature was fine, they let us go in. They didn't ask for anything. We stayed in the hospital for 3 days. We were released with supplies, my meds, and we never saw a bill. We went home and we waited. Weeks later, we got an envelope. It said in bold lettering, $1,200. But it wasn't a bill. It was a notice from the insurance company telling us that they were reviewing the procedure, and if we did have to pay, the full amount would be $3,172, and that we should wait. I asked around to other parents. They laughed in my face. They said, "Oh, you just wait because the bill was coming." Weeks went by. Weeks have gone by. We've gotten envelopes for small payments here and there, and we've continued to wait. And up until today, the most that we paid out of pocket to give birth in Miami, Florida, USA is $197.60. What do you think about this? Good insurance? A sign of the times? Check in the mail? I'm not complaining, just not what I was expecting at all. Do you know of someone who gave birth in 2020 and they're experiencing the same thing? Is this a unique situation or is it a sign of the times? How much does it cost for you to give birth in your country? I'd be very interested to find out. I was definitely expecting to pay a lot more to give birth especially because of all the information that I've seen online and from what I knew just from people talking and gossiping. But here we are, and those are the facts. I almost forgot. I created a free downloadable that's available down in the description box. It is an outline of everything that I added to my newborn, postpartum, and 1 month baby registry. If you're planning your registry or you know someone who's getting ready to have their baby, then they might find this list very useful. It's free, doesn't cost anything. You can request a copy below. Go ahead and click on the link in the description box if you're interested. I want to hear from you. Comment below or find me on social media. I am at Vivian Olo on all of the different platforms. Really looking forward to hearing your experience. This isn't what I was expecting. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this, you'll like my other videos. I went ahead and picked these out for you. Go ahead and click on it and watch. Remember to subscribe so that you'll be notified when I upload more videos.